Show starts in 8 minutes. Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack. We promise to satisfy your hunger, your thirst, your sweet tooth. So visit our refreshment center now. Let's go! Show starts in 7 minutes.
It's refreshment time, folks.
Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on.
Yum, yum. It's a meal in itself. Our all-meat super dog. Enjoy one now.
Show starts in 6 minutes.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
Father, and I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Faith, and there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here, no.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
Show starts in 5 minutes.
We're happy to have you with us this evening and want you to enjoy every minute of your stay here. And while you relax and stretch, visit our concession where you'll find something to please you. There are ice-cold drinks, delicious sandwiches, ice cream, coffee and snacks, and many other pleasing treats. Our foods are fresh and tasty, our drinks satisfying and refreshing. They're so good.
You get more out of life when you go out to a movie.
Show starts in 4 minutes.
Visit our snack bar and treat yourself to some delicious Castleberry's pit-cooked barbecue sandwiches. Cook the Castleberry way, slowly over open pits of glowing charcoal, then season.
The GoreCast is brought to you by American Horror, the greatest uncut horror channel in the world. 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, all horror. As well as the station of decapitation without your head.
America's longest running channel, www.withoutyourhead.com.
The following program is TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Studio. What's up? He just said he's on fleek.
And I said it taking the piss, and then apparently you told me that that's how it's actually pronounced. That terrifies the fuck out of me.
It terrifies the fuck out of me too. I never thought I'd hear those words actually. I just felt I needed to open the show with that, because that actually is...
As opposed to the fact that we're wrapped up, because
out
we're
of the three epic
from the
horror
Antarctic.
out of the 3 epic horror movies we're about to talk about, that fucking really shocked the fuck out of me more so than anything else.
My job here is done.
I've seen this week. Anyway, back to the more customary introductions. What's up, GoreCasters? Welcome back here to GoreCast this Sunday night. We're me, Johnny Deadly, and that hooded son of a bitch that is.
Because it's freezing in here.
It is freezing.
You can't see it.
Oh my god, you can see it on camera.
Can you?
I think you can.
No, that's your coffee.
It's not my coffee, you know. The seriousness of it all. Anyway, we got 3 new movies to talk about.
Yeah, one Irish premiere that's gotten everyone talking, one DVD release that's really, really fun, and one cinema release that has the entire world talking and has even already got itself a potential franchise in the works.
We feel we should also note, before any weird shit happens, there is a guy filming for a documentary who will be just wandering.
Before anything weird happens.
Wandering around this.
Yeah, we know he's there.
I don't even know he did that.
He didn't even shoot anything. I think he did it just for the sake of doing it.
Okay, alright, okay. That's fair enough. Well, that could be happening.
We've had a dog on set, we've had a magician on set.
The dog's part of the crew.
Yeah, I know. Because, you know, he's loud.
He keeps the studio safe.
He does. Shall I get into the news?
Get into the news. Well,
good news, everybody! Apparently there is a new Invisible Man film on the way. Although it will not be part of the Dark Universe. Fuck you, Tom Cruise.
Yeah. At the risk of sounding vain, I'm going to assume people have said hello already. I just haven't managed to make the chat app open yet.
Because it sucks today.
No, I seem to be... I won't appear... It's not showing up where it should. You keep going. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that out just in case people were wondering why we didn't do our customaries.
Okay, after the demise of the Dark Universe because Tom Cruise is a fucking knob-end.
I want it to be an action movie. You mean I'm a bad guy in it? What do you mean I'm a bad guy in it? I can't be a bad guy in it. God damn it, Tom Cruise. If you want to just take over the movie, why don't you just invest so much money in it and become a producer? Oh, fuck. Okay.
What's worse is he had a Mission Impossible film on its way out anyway.
What's the matter?
Universal has decided to spark up this new initiative, and as part of it, they have Lee Whannell, who is going to be writing and directing a new Invisible Man movie. It's going to be lower budget and very scary and very character driven, and will not apparently have Johnny Depp in it, who was scheduled to be in the Dark Universe version of the Invisible Man. But as we all know, Tom Cruise can suck my fucking cock. Hopefully this version of the Invisible Man will be every bit the horror that we were promised the Dark Universe was supposed to be before it apparently deteriorated into action movie dribble. Well, it's true, it did. You know, there's moments of awesome, but no. More or less was crap. Excuse me, bearing with my fingered digits here, but I try. Damn you, technology! That's not what I wanted to do.
He's got big leather gloves on while trying to use a touch screen.
I'm compensating. I got it. Actually, I didn't even need to hit it because I know the story off the top of my head anyway.
Okay.
Even better news, everybody. Critters is back! Yeah, I think we spoke before about the fact that there was an upcoming Critters project. There was going to be a new...
Just keep watch here.
Going to be a new film or something like that. Well, it turns out it's actually going to be an 8-piece mini-series thingy, short-form series, brought to us from Shudder. The trailer was...
God bless their cotton socks.
Yeah, the trailer went up online there yesterday, the day before, and it's just B-movie awesome. I'm not sure whether or not it's going to completely ignore the already set continuity, because according to that, the last of the Critters was, you know, they were Critters tree and then they went off into space. But anyway, however it's happened, the Critters are back in an invasion fleet this time. They have some super secret mission that they're deciding to go in on, which is just an excuse probably for eating the locals. The gore looks like it's completely B-movie level, which is great. It looks like it is the proper tongue-in-cheek.
No heart, the heat's not working. We regretfully ran out of gas about 5 seconds into getting into the studio, which I was unaware of. So
the studio that hasn't been used since this time last week, so it's been sitting as an icebox. By the way, it was snowing here today.
It was also, he has no sympathy for the snow. They're under like 15 feet of it or some shit like that.
Yeah, but we're not used to it. No, we're not. Not really. Anyway, what was it? Back to the series. Yeah. The series, which, as I said, is brought to us by Shudder, looks to be exactly what a Critters fan would like. Tongue-in-cheek humor with gratuitous gore and just...
And most importantly, crazy, hairy, red-eyed aliens that love mashing the face off people.
Yeah, and I think one of them might have been... I think one of the little bastards might have been in one of the previous films.
Oh, wait.
Because in the trailer you see a guy with a ball
Documentary
patch.
button.
Okay.
Continue.
In the trailer you see a guy with a ball patch and an eye patch.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was in Critters 1 or 2. I definitely remember one guy got the fur blasted off the top of his head.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yeah. But anyway, that series, as I said, whoa, why did our...
It's the smoke.
Okay. That series, as I said, coming to us from Shudder, and is actually due out the end of this month. It's out 21st of March. Brilliant.
Santa Clarita. I don't. Why did I
Santa
say it like
Clarita
that?
Diet?
Isn't Santa Clarita Diet back this month as well?
Or the start of next month. One or t'other. End of March, start of April, I think, yeah. Ooh, that could be very fun.
I think it's end of March. Because I remember last month being like, fuck, it's another month.
Yeah, but that could have been the start of the
Oh no, I remember last month being like, oh, it's at the start of this month, and been like, fuck, it's at the end of the month. 20-something, I think. Or I could be wrong.
I can't remember.
Boy, Roddy, what's going on? There we go. The
Hello.
messages finally started working. Excellent.
Cool. I think I'm now breathing. I don't know if my breath is cold or it's the smoke. I think it's a combination of both.
It's most certainly this cold.
Okay. Shall we? That's about it for news, really. Shall we move on to the reviews?
Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. We're all good. He shocks me. He comes out of nowhere.
And gives you. No, not saying it.
You're going to say it gives me a shocker?
I was.
He does not. I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down. That's my argument. I realised after the pause when I stopped that I was like, oh, they're expecting more. No, that's it.
I feel like I'm trapped inside that hood. It's warm, but I feel like I can't really see out of it.
Why don't you just put a hat on?
I don't have a hat. I suppose I put on a bandana. Anyway,
I can get your hat on.
We're
on
good.
the ad break.
We're going,
on
we're
the
fine.
ad break.
It's okay. I could probably let my dome breathe a little bit.
I can find that Russian hat. Yeah. It's pretty warm in there.
Anyway, onto the film.
Yeah.
Sweeping the nation since, well, the weekend, but having
Was that all the news? I thought there was something else. No.
Not really. Apart from the sad passing of... I can't remember her name. Lead actress from Strange Nature.
2 minutes.
Yeah, passed away during the week.
Yeah, I knew there was something else.
There isn't a lot known about what happened, apart from the fact that her family has released a statement saying that it wasn't a suicide, so she was just found dead in her apartment at the age of 44.
That's good. Well, not good. You know what I mean.
So one would imagine accidental death, nothing new or nothing really. See, that's why I wasn't really saying much about it, because it's.
Well, you only sent me the lead actress as well. You never sent me her name. Cheers, like that. Oh, no wonder I didn't know it. Keep talking.
About what? I've said everything that there was to say.
Start going into the movie and then I'll get the name.
Okay. This weekend saw the release of a film that has been much anticipated since it got the film festival round of applause from everybody.
Lisa Sheridan. There we go.
Lisa Sheridan?
Lisa Sheridan.
Okay.
So that was a bit of a shocker.
Yeah, well, as I said, it was earlier on this week, age 44.
It's the shocker.
Yeah. Back to the film?
Back to the film, yeah.
Right. Yeah. After doing the film festival release, The Hole in the Ground finally got its cinematic release on Friday. And to be perfectly honest, it's gratifying to actually have a good horror movie. One that comes from Ireland.
It's good. I will warn you, it's pretty slow.
It is.
What it has in slowness, it makes up for in awesomeness.
Yeah, it's basically a slow burning gaslight of a movie. For those that have seen the trailer, it's a version of the old Irish changeling myth, whereby a child is abducted and replaced with some form of supernatural being, and then the mother ends up questioning. It's like I said, it's taken from old Irish mythology, which is why I was sitting there screaming, "Just touch the kid with iron, just touch him with iron." But anyway,
the head mirrors.
The head mirrors, which, if you know your mythology, reveals the true nature of any creature, or supposedly.
That was embarrassing.
I was
trying to use the phone upside down.
The story centres around, there we go, Sarah O'Neill, played by Shayna Kerslake, who is, you don't really get told for certain, but it's clear that she's after leaving an abusive relationship to move out into the middle of arse and nowhere with her kid Chris.
In the... No, that's the road to nowhere. Never mind.
Yeah. With her son Chris. Not long after moving into their new home, they discovered that there is a massive sinkhole in the middle of the woods. Soon after that, Chris goes missing one night and Sarah finds him near the sinkhole. From there, the movie works on the paranoia, I suppose, that works into her mind after encountering one particular local resident who unfortunately...
She's a little bit loopy.
Unfortunately, as it turns out, went through a similar dilemma years ago and sets this insidious thought in Sarah's head that perhaps her son is not
who he thinks says he is, because he does act weird, and there's the biting and the super strength.
Well, this film does the gaslight. It takes the gaslighting approach.
It's very. I found it quite reminiscent of it's like Ireland's Babadook. You haven't seen the Babadook, have you? Okay. Well, it's similar as in the kid's going mental. The mum doesn't know is the kid evil or what's going on. It's like very... Yeah. Okay. I quite enjoyed it. Kurgan, what's going on?
Hey-o.
Never get sick of that name. Kurgan.
The film does a fantastic job of, like I said, taking the kind of gaslighting approach, the paranoia approach. Sarah questions whether or not what she's seeing is real. Other people begin to question Sarah in regards to her behaviour, especially towards her son.
Yeah.
There's a couple of times where kind of publicly or semi-publicly she reacts kind of off towards her kid and it's picked up on.
Shaking him. Wondering, is he weird? Running through the halls of his school screaming and crying. That kind of... Get away from me! Yeah. Those kind of things.
As I said, with it being so recent a release, we're not going to get too much into the details of it. But it is, like I said, gratifying to see that a film like this can be made in Ireland, whereby it's not dependent on stupid jump scares or...
No, this is actually lacking in jump scares significantly. This is all very long. As I said, the story is quite slow at the beginning, but it is all really, really building and priming you up for the shit that's going to happen at the end of the movie. And boy...
Yeah, it is.
Boy!
The majority of it is tension building, and it's helped out fantastically by James Cosmos from Game of Thrones.
Yes, he's great in it.
Yeah, he plays the husband of the mad crazy one we spoke of earlier. Sarah ends up going to him for advice, and it doesn't... There's a great scene whereby even Sarah's starting to question her own sanity, and the character's name is Des. There we go. And Des Brady gives an answer that even still you're kind of going, wait, is she crazy or isn't she crazy? Hang on, wait a minute.
Yeah, there is a big chunk of the movie where you're like, is it actually her kid or is she just fucking mental? Because they both... It's a weird little bounce because the kid starts acting weird, she starts acting weird, which makes her look super weird, but then the kid's quite good at not acting weird when people are around. But then also some of the things that she does that are weird seems to set the kid off. So it was fucking been weird.
And there's even an instigating incident whereby you might kind of go, well, of course the kid is going to act weird after that conversation took place. So maybe it's a reaction. And it does play off that really, really well. And then in the last half hour, things kind of veer a little bit and you're like, oh, okay then. Yeah, okay.
There's a reading of the Necronomicon on another station.
What?
That's a fucking terrible idea.
What?
I hope he's talking about Evil Dead's on another channel. I hope that's what he means.
I don't know.
He's saying tough competition tonight. There's a reading of a Necronomicon on another station. I hope to fuck it someone just... I hope he means it's the Evil Dead. Because reading the actual... That's a terrible idea. That's...
It's alright, I got... Oh,
it's on Twitch. It's someone actually reading it on Twitch. Jesus.
Is it David Tyson translation? There's a... Or D... Oh, John D... No.
You should share our stream to their stream so they can hear us being like, that's a terrible idea.
It's a terrible idea.
Put it down.
Anyway, getting back to the film.
It's not been humpy.
I'm not being humpy. It's just that came out of fucking nowhere. Now, but anyway.
It didn't. It's written right there.
Who cares? Like I said, this for me, the one big drawback of this film is the fact that because of what it is, because of this type of story that it is a bit predictable. If you haven't seen something like this, if you're not familiar with the...
If you're aware of the Changeling story, you're going to know what's going on pretty much instantaneously.
Well, it's not just that. It's kind of some of the ways that they use to fuck with people's heads, or more accurately, that they use to kind of fuck with Sarah's head. If you've seen films like this before, you can kind of go, this country.
It's substitute possessed with replaced, and it's the same.
Kind of, yeah. But apart from that being said,
it's a great bloody movie.
Yeah, it's really well put together.
It's really well shot.
It's a fantastic example of this kind of film. And
there's some absolutely beautiful tracking shots through the woods, especially in the opening sequences.
Yeah.
Before shit gets crazy, when the woods are still a nice place. Well, they were never a nice place. They just were unaware of that until the hole.
I thought they were nice.
I thought they were nice as well, but obviously they weren't. If there's a big massive hole full of monsters looking to rob people and then replace them with one of them, you know, as nice as the actual surroundings are.
Yeah. Even still, it is heartening to see that a film like this can come from Ireland, and it's heartening to see a film like this being received so well around the world.
Yeah, because like out of all the most recent Irish horror movies, I'd say Grabbers is the best one. And while Grabbers is fantastic and a really good sci-fi horror movie, it's not a pure horror. It's a horror comedy.
Yeah,
absolutely. And I don't have a problem with that. It's an absolutely, for what it wants to be, it does it bloody fucking well.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see it just a true, and not even this be just like a slasher or something like that. This is an actual true balls to the wall, like Hitchcockian level of...
The entire film revolves around the building of tension, and when that tension is eventually relieved, you have completely other sets of things coming into, and you're like, oh fuck, okay, now that's happening. So okay.
As I said, looks great. Music accompanying it was very, very nice. I thought like the music really, really aided a lot of the scenes.
James Quinn Markey, who plays Chris O'Neill, the little kid,
Oh
absolutely
yeah,
brilliant.
this kid's impeccable. He's the new kid from The Ring.
What?
No, not
What the hell are you talking about?
What was the kid? What was the young actor that always plays a creepy fucking kid and everything?
You mean that young fella from The Sixth Sense?
That's the one. Yeah.
I don't think he's a young fella anymore.
That's why I said he's the new one of him.
Okay.
Because the other one grew up, so he's not a young one anymore. He's an old fella.
Fair enough.
I don't know, does his creepy factor equate to adulthood?
Oh yeah.
Beard could hide it, I suppose.
The Hole in the Ground has been in cinemas this weekend. I highly advise people to go check it out, because hopefully it'll encourage the BAI to fund more cool Irish horror movies, because the gods know we could do with them.
Like one of mine.
Like one of his.
Anyway, we'll hit the trailer and then we'll come back and we'll talk about some more crazy horror movies not from Ireland.
There was an old woman who lived in the woods.
You know, when I was your age, I moved town once too. 3, 2, 1.
Down by the river.
Chris, wait! Chris! Christopher!
Mum?
Never run off me like that again, okay?
There were 3 loud knocks coming knocking on the door.
There's something not right with him lately.
3 loud knocks.
I can't put my finger on it, but
Down by the
I know.
It's not your boy.
She didn't mean him any harm, you know. She was convinced
Of what?
that he was an imposter.
I know I sound crazy, but if it was yours, you would know.
What's wrong with you, Mommy? Mommy, where are you?
It's not your boy. Not your boy. Not your boy.
1.
I love you, Mummy.
And we're back. We didn't set anything on fire, we swear. Oh, we might have a little bit.
Smoke machine.
Yes, smoke machine. Good cover. Good cover. As I said, The Hole in the Ground is an exquisite, tense thriller that plays off of just paranoia, anxiety, being in a new place, dealing with new situations.
And how creepy fucking kids can be.
Out in cinemas this weekend. Highly advised go see it. Maybe we get the BAI to fund some more horror movies.
It's amazing.
Yay!
No, it's absolutely impeccable now. It's great.
Yeah.
Really good. Next up, this is also this is hard to...
What?
This is also on the horror side of things, a slow burner. But on the horror side of things, a slow burner. But on the movie side of things, it is not. It takes quite a time for...
That opening scene is horrific as fuck.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I forgot. Sorry. No, but like, after the opening scene...
When they're all getting hunted by the Germans?
Yeah. No, but that's not horror. That's war.
Pretty fucking horrific.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is the actual horror elements of the... Jesus Christ. The movie isn't a slow burner itself. On the horror side of things, it's a slow burner. Because it takes quite a bit of time for the actual horror aspect of the movie. Not the horror war aspect, and completely realistic, but in the specific case and style of this movie, it's a war movie that is also a horror movie. So on the war movie side of things, it kicks off fast and hard. On the horror movie side of things, it takes a wee bit of time to get into the horror side of it. But when it does, yeah! For those who fucking... We're talking about Overlord, by the way, which isn't a new release, but it is on DVD, which is... why we're talking about it now, because I got it on DVD.
Basically, Wolfenstein the movie.
It is so Wolfenstein the movie.
Overlord follows a group of soldiers as they attempt to take out a jamming transmitter placed on top of a church.
Crucial to the thing known as D-Day.
Yeah, on the eve before D-Day. D-Day.
D-Day?
D-Day.
D-Day.
Yeah. Unfortunately, their mission goes awry really, really quickly when the plane they're in gets shot out of the fracking skies. Everyone jumps out of the plane.
Let's be honest now. Not everyone jumps out of the plane.
Everyone falls out of the plane.
Yes.
Eventually.
Yes. Some of them willingly, some of them not willingly. And
gravity is a cruel mistress that will take hold of us all.
Some of them are alive leaving the plane and some of them are not.
Some of them are alive
leaving the ground. I can tell you who's not alive leaving the plane. Pilots. Not, most certainly not alive leaving the plane.
Definitely not.
Or anyone from the back 4 rows.
That entire section just went straight out the back.
Big guns. That's why they're called anti-air guns. Because they take things out of the air.
Okay. Shortly after that,
I did research.
Shortly after that, a small group of survivors managed to get together after
rally back together
after evading the Nazi patrols that are hunting them down vigorously.
After their sergeant gets absolutely murdered by 10 of them in a very, very swift and wild, manly manner.
Yeah.
You guys can go suck my... You could have let him finish the sentence.
Leaving the survivors to follow the lead of one Corporal Ford, who is intent on seeing their mission fulfilled, and that being to destroy that jamming tower. The story mainly follows Corporal Ed Boyce, sorry, my apologies, as played by Jovan Adepo, who is...
Too much smoke in the camera?
Who several months ago was cutting the grass in Louisiana and now is jumping out of an airplane on his way to take out a tower. And what the hell is he doing here? Just like everybody else. He's also joined by Tibbet, the lively Italian-American sniper. What's the name of the...
Who's got a shot and a half, by the way, I have to say.
Yeah. Ian DeCastiger from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. plays Private Chase, who's like a photographer who is also...
And they're all using the military equivalent to Car 98s, and if anyone who plays PUBG with me knows... Car 98s.
Okay.
I was in rifle heaven is what I was trying to say.
Okay. Who else do we got? Rosenfield and Dawson are the two other survivors.
Yeah.
Wait, there is another survivor, but he doesn't last long because they meet a minefield. Boom. What do you do when you hit a minefield? Well, generally you jump up about 20 feet in the air and you disperse yourself in as great a field as you possibly can.
Get off my TV. Rochi.
No. Don't want to.
No.
You know you love us.
No. That's the answer. The whole point of hacking people's TVs is to get on their TVs.
The group manages to make its way towards its target, where in the woods nearby they run into Chloe, who is a French girl living in the area, which is being unfortunately overrun by the SS.
Yeah. She's also got a heart of gold and sees that the men are in trouble and decides to bring them back to her village.
That and she fucking hates the Nazis.
And she fucking hates the Nazis, and there is that. Yeah.
She's looking after her 8-year-old brother Paul and her deformed aunt, because
it
turns
looks
out
really good in Rochi's TV. Look at that now.
nice,
and everything.
super sweet. And her deformed aunt, who it turns out was experimented on, much like much of the village, because it seems the Germans, the Nazis, to make it more specific, are up to something no good. Oh dear, there's a shock in the bowels of that station.
There's an underground lab.
There's an underground lab.
I don't mean to shock you, and I don't try to fall into movie stereotypes there, Serge, but that guy looks like a mad scientist if I was to put, a category on anyone.
Well, he certainly wasn't Joseph Mengele, but he wasn't far behind him.
He wasn't far behind him.
It seems that the town is built on... It's kind of vague. There's a substance under the town.
There's a substance under the town that evidently the villagers were, to quote the Germans, too thick to fucking refine into what turns out to be super soldier juice, for lack of a technical term.
Although it's still...
Or it's more
refined.
Rip your own head off and then try and eat your family zombie-like shit until a certain level of refinery happens, and then it gets a little bit more...
The scientific experimentation to refine said drug is the reason why they're going through French people like nobody's business.
Yep, just fucking bring a
We
wife
need
out.
more! We need more!
Yeah. Your wife is wearing the wrong apron!
Time to bring her to
Time
the
to bring.
church!
I like the way how it turned out. The whole problem with the serum was to retry dead people, I think. Or I don't know, is it that the serum gets to that level? I couldn't establish that in the movie. Is it that it just fucking makes dead people mental? Or is it that by the time people start injecting it, that it's...
I think their experimentation had been limited to corpses, because that's generally the way it goes. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah,
because
and then out of necessity, jabbity jabs.
And then, he's even screaming, "No, don't do
We
that!
haven't
still
done
need
any
the testing!"
Shit! Scheiße! Well, he's gonna go fucking crazy anyway, if you don't mind me asking.
No, it's okay, it's okay. I think he's got it. I think he's...
No, he's going fucking crazy. I told you.
It's okay. So far, he's been killing allies.
Yeah, he's not killing us, so he's good crazy.
I'd
say focus more than anything. He's focused.
The bulk of the Nazis, I suppose, are spearheaded by Captain... I want to say Waffner.
What was it?
Waffner?
I think
W-A-F-N-E-R.
W-A-N...
W-A-F.
Waffner.
Yes. As played by... Oh, crap. Pilo Absek?
I don't know where we are.
There. Pilo
Asbak.
Brilliant job.
I can do Eastern European names.
Brilliant job.
I start getting Asian, that's where I get bad.
See, that's usually where I'm good.
Yeah. No. Well, reasons for that.
Anyway, brilliant job. I mean, he plays such a nasty bastard. It's awesome.
He's really good, actually. He's like he reminded me.
Inglourious Bastards.
Yes, he's like that level bad. Can't say that. That level bad. See you next Tuesday.
I like it.
Thank you.
I like it. Overall, Overlord, is exactly what you want out of any kind of horrors of war type movie.
Yeah. You've got war. You've got airplanes exploding from the get-go. Loads of them. You've got minefields. It's like, as a war movie, it hits all the fucking points. And as a horror movie, it hits all of... It's like Dr. Frankenstein's army of mental people.
It really is Wolfenstein the movie, except they probably weren't allowed to call it Wolfenstein for some strange and unknown reason.
Yeah. And I like... I'd love if there was I think there's actually potential for sequel.
Yes.
And here's why.
I know.
Because documentedly, Hitler was mad into the occult and all the crazy shit.
Oh, I know.
So there's quite
society.
a likely possibility that even though they don't go rummaging through the rubble, something might show up and they'll be like, what the fuck if they're doing more of this? And then it turns out that there's a greater thing. And then you realise that movie's called Iron Skies 2! Sorry. Got excited there for a moment.
It has nothing to do with Iron Skies.
I know, it was just, I love it.
I was going to say, what if that was just the base facility and that stuff was getting shipped out to other test
Oh, I
facilities?
would totally imagine.
As I said, Overlord is an adrenaline junkie's dream, to be perfectly honest.
It's absolutely fantastic. The character development, the guys are great.
Yeah,
The characters
Boyce is awesome.
themselves, Boyce is great. The little Italian dude, that is Boyce.
Tibbet.
I fucking love him. I love him. I love how he kind of warms up to the kid and everything, because
Yeah.
he's a right hard arse, but he warms up to this little kid.
Ford, as played by Wyatt Russell, is just his class.
He's
just
your man that was
getting
in
the job done.
Black Mirror, wasn't he? He's in the
Black Donnelly's.
No, the Sarge, the
Corporal.
The corporal, yeah. The guy who took over. Yeah. He was in the latest season of Black Mirror, the really cool episode with the video game that brings you through. Yeah.
The Star Trek one that I didn't.
No, not the Star Trek one. There's another one where it's like literally a video game. Or actually, no, the Star Trek one is a video game as well.
Yeah, I know.
But this is like the thing jacks into your head. Oh, do you know what it is? Both of those technologies, it's the same technology, I think. But do you know the way they tend to have like bits of tech from other episodes show up in other episodes, showing that there is this kind of continuity between all of them.
Anyway, he does a great job.
Watch the episode he's in. It's amazing.
Okay.
Actually, watch that whole season of Black Mirror, to be honest. It's fucking amazing. Actually, just watch all of Black Mirror, to be honest.
Watch Overlord too.
And watch Overlord too. But do also watch it. Like, it's so...
I can't get into it.
Didn't we do an episode on it? Oh, no. Sorry, it was horror. It was the... It came up.
Yeah, tech horror stuff.
When we were doing the thing with Handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The robot dog.
Yeah. Anyway, Overlord is out on DVD and Blu-ray since February 19th, and it's out on Amazon and iTunes since February 18th. So go check it out, because it is
Go
good
get
fun.
it. Go get it now. It's so good. Did we do the trailer yet?
No, we didn't. Let's show them the trailer.
Let's do the trailer.
Yeah.
Months ago, I was cutting grass in my front yard. And the mailman shows up with a letter from the army. Now I'm here. No idea where I'm gonna end up.
Welcome to France.
What happened here? Some questions don't have good answers.
There's a lot of soldiers out there, and there's only 4 of us.
Find out what's inside that compound. What is this?
A 1,000-year army.
These 1,000-year soldiers. What's behind that wall?
What do you do with those people?
And we're back. So that's Overlord.
Starring Wyatt Russell, son of Kurt Russell.
Yes. Who's the guy that we were having the Black Mirror debate about?
Wouldn't it be cool if they did Old Man Snake Plissken, but Wyatt Russell in it as his son?
It'd be cool if they did new ones with Wyatt Russell as
Snake.
Like the younger days of Snake.
Well, they are on about doing a remake of Escape from New York.
Well, then I would have to say that Wyatt Russell would probably be...
Should be. Whether or not he will be.
Well, like you saw him in the trailer there. I mean, like he'd be... Once you stick the fucking eye patch and get the fucking... What would you call it?
Scruff.
6 o'clock shadow.
Scruff.
On him and stuff, Joe. Be pretty Bliskin-esque.
Call me Snake.
I won't.
Oh. Shall we move on to the next one?
Yeah. Or do you want to do the American Horrors plug? No, we'll do the American Horrors plug at the end.
Okay.
We'll do it at the end this week.
Okay.
Because we're going to waffle on about it a bit, I think.
Okay. Sweeping the World by Storm is our next one, which is escape rooms. Yeah.
Just say, off the bat, so fucking good.
Yeah. Escape Room follows in the footsteps of films like Cube and I suppose to another extent Saw and a few others like that.
Yes.
More Cube.
I would have to agree with you. Ordinarily, this is where I'd argue with you, but no, I have to agree with you. It's way more Cube.
Yeah.
Like it's not a gore porn fest. It's a murder tech fest.
Yeah, it's survival horror, literally survival. As a group of people are invited mysteriously by well, they're not mysteriously. Everyone gets an invite.
Everyone gets a weird little box
from somebody they know, or it's implied from somebody they know, or from a connection or something.
They all just seem to randomly appear, but a conversation has been had by most people, coincidentally, the day before that leads them to believe that, oh, Gary, why the fuck did you give me this, Gary? If I remember correctly, because Gary's the, the alcoholic guy. Gary's the shop owner dude.
Maybe, yeah.
No, 100%, because I remember that he's like, God damn it, Gary.
Oh, yeah, Ben, yeah. First you get a puzzle box that they have to open that eventually gives them an address they have to go to. Yeah. And it's, let's see. We get a bit of a backstory for Zoe, Ben, and I want to say Jason. Yes, Jason, there we go. It was the high finance dude. It's one of his clients that gives it to him. We also have Amanda, as played by Deborah Ann Wolfe from Daredevil and... True Blood. And Tyler Levine as Mike. He'd be... Yeah, Tyler Levine. He was in Chuck and Dale.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Dale and Tucker versus Evil.
And also does the voice of...
And that TV show. That's so good.
Voltron, Defender of the Universe?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
He does the voice of Hunk.
No. Figure it out in a minute. Keep waffling there for the moment. It's a horror show, actually. We should cover it sometime.
Okay. So, to run down, you have Zoe, who is a college student who is introverted. There we go. That's the word that I'm looking for. But a genius. You have Ben, who is the former alcoholic and junkie who, as it turns out, has a bit of a tragic past. Well, actually, everyone does. Gets into that.
Yeah.
You have Amanda.
I was just going to say it, but I was like, they all got a bit of a fucked up history.
You have Amanda, who is a former war vet. You have Mike, who is a former miner. You have Jason, who is the high business finance dude. And you have Danny, who is basically an escape room junkie and has professed to have been through all the different rooms that have possibly been done and starts listening out at one point. To be fair, this film kicks off really, really fast. I mean, it starts off with us actually seeing Ben having to deal with one of the rooms, and the film kind of cuts to 3 days earlier, or maybe a day earlier, or something like that, 3 days earlier, or something like that, and we get the lead in. The games themselves start off very, very fast. They're in a room, they're in what they assume to be a waiting room. When Ben goes to leave, the handle comes off, and then we realise that the game is actually on.
Afoot.
Huh. It's not a mystery. Well, it is a mystery, I suppose, yes. The entire room quickly turns into an oven, with them trying to solve various clues to find out how they actually get out of the place. This proceeds into another room where it's...
Reaper. That's the name of the TV show. Sorry.
With Tyler Levin?
Yeah. Reaper, where it's the guys, there's demons are escaping from hell. He's friends with this dude, and it turns out that the dude is the son of Satan, and Satan ends up getting just as kind of like, you get him back.
Yeah, I remember.
Basically. And Satan's played by that guy that's in loads of horror movies, and he's so fucking good.
How did it happen? I knew that.
Just live in IMDb all day. IMDb.
For anyone that's seen Cube or
Ray Wise. There you go.
Okay. For anyone that's seen the Cube trilogy or has seen Saw films or anything like that, you'd be familiar with the notion that once they escape from one peril, they are inevitably driven straight into another. As the film progresses, characters do tend to drop off. But the thing is, you really actually feel for these guys. I mean, seriously, you actually give a fuck about these characters. They're cool characters. They're believable. You want them to actually succeed. Okay,
You actually genuinely do.
Jason's a bit of a dick, but even still, you know...
well, the thing with Jason is, he is a bit of a dick, but his dickheadiness doesn't really show up till the end of the movie. So up until the real dickhead shows up...
Oh, no, it's there from the start, dude.
You know what I mean, though.
He's a type A arsehole, and spotted him.
Yes, but he doesn't really go off until after.
True.
He goes off a little... Where you feel okay with him is he starts to go off during the hypothermia room, as I like to call it, with all the ice.
No, man. He started the second people walk in the door.
No, where he really started to go off was when it started to get cold, and he had the problem with the...
And then he explains it, which I thought was really good.
No, but he explains it, and then he's actually quite fair. Like when the thing happens with your man under the ice, and he gives the jacket to your one... Do you know, like, there's a lot of humanizing things that he does where you actually don't realize what a bad end he is.
This is why I said he's a bit of a dick, but you're still kind of...
Oh no, he's a total fucking dick. You realize,
Yeah.
But you don't realize what, you just think he's one of those power hungry office stereotype dudes until you realize he's fucking really that power hungry office stereotype. Five, I got this five.
This film.
Fuck you and your phone. I got this five.
This film is driven by diverse characters having to work together at times, actually having to work together all the time, but there is an element of paranoia that kind of creeps in, whereby mistrust, just because someone makes mention of a games master, no games master has appeared, so at one point they're theorizing that maybe someone there is actually in on the game.
Yeah.
This is quickly kind of pushed to the wayside, and like I said, it's...
People start dropping like flies.
Yeah, it's like... It really is the sets, I think. And
Did you
the
see
games.
this, by the way?
What?
There's a black metal concert happening again in John's Castle in June.
Yeah, I know. Ham and Emerth and Behemoth, I reported about it during the week.
What?
I didn't report about it during the week. I found out about it after recording the show. I'm reporting about it next week.
Okay. You're going to that, obviously.
I'm not a big Ham and Emerth fan, nor am I a big Behemoth fan.
It's a black metal concert in a fucking castle.
I don't listen to black metal. I play it on my show because it's metal. That doesn't mean it's music that I myself will sit down and listen to for the sake of enjoying.
You'll go to the gig.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's fine.
Fair enough.
Perfection.
Yeah, I know. Fucking Ian McWilliam actually sent me on stuff. I've already been speaking to Katie about it because she's big into Ham and Emerth because she only ever fucking requests them on the show. Well, not just them, sure.
Myself and the camera guy will be going, we can arrange a whole part A. We could try and do a podcast from try and podcast from the middle of a mosh pit.
Fair play to Tall John for actually putting that together, by the way.
Is it Tall John who put that? It had to.
Of course it's Tall John. Bad reputation.
That's a stupid statement, doesn't it? Of course it's him.
It's like the third or fourth big gig that he's actually gotten on this year. He's had
He's trying podcast.
POD, Alien Ant Farm, Therapy are playing at Dolan's again. 20 years since the first gig I was ever at. And it was Therapy.
There you go. That was in Termites, was it?
It was.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was going to give Bedford a shout, see if he's up for going for it. What the fuck is he doing over there?
Is it Alien Ant Farm or Therapy?
I think
Therapy?
Our cameraman apparently is
POD?
having some form of aneurysm. They were already on.
An Alien Ant Farm.
An Alien Ant Farm?
That's like next week or the week after. Okay, stop coming in your pants over
He
there.
looks like he's about to Super Saiyan.
Less Can we get back to the film?
Oh, I wish we could flip the camera around.
Giz, I would go to I Was There. You were where? At the therapy gig? Is Kurgan Irish?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
It's Mike Harvey from Amino.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Do you know from Amino?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember when we did a voice chat and you were like, I wonder if you're actually Irish, and then he said 3 words and you're like, oh yeah, you're fucking Irish, alright. That Mike.
Do you remember the conversations we have regarding my memory? Because I don't.
Surprise, Kurgan's there. Now you know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, back
I like
to
the way he said it, like, Nam. I was there, man. I remember when we were in termites and they took over the attic of the Savoy.
That was great.
And they did an underage gig before that as well.
Did they?
I think so.
I don't remember that.
I remember because Joe Hanley was at it. He got in an argument with Kearns.
Back to the film?
What did you think of the gig? I thought you were fucking shit for, you know, Cher. I thought you were fucking shit, to be honest.
Of course. Anyway, back to escape
God
rooms.
bless these cotton socks, I love them. Anyway, yeah, escape room. Which is what term was turned into that day.
It is really, really well done, character-driven survival horror, whereby, like I said, the sets are just fucking brilliant. The puzzles they have to try and get through are really quite good.
Like, if you weren't so angry that they were trying to kill you, you'd be very impressed at the level of effort that they've put into this escape room.
That upside-down room is just
That
brilliant.
upside-down room is great. Like, I actually felt my stomach go a little bit when it was doing the rotations. Like, I don't know what the fuck I am looking at anymore, and the floor keeps falling away. Oh, it's so good. And that's a very dramatic scene. Many people die. Not many, just one, but you feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm not ruining anything because you'll soon establish people just start dying as rooms go on.
This film has proven to be so good that they're already talking about making this a yearly franchise with the sequel already on the horizon.
Yeah, with the same director I saw.
Yeah.
I reported it on the Instagram.
Now, while there is a potential for the film to carry on with the same characters, it is equally possible that we will get a completely different mix of people because...
I ordinarily would be... Although, you could cover 2 bases where, like, the opening pre-title scene ties into the end of movie 1, which then leads you to a new bunch of characters.
See, the thing is that
or they get lumped in with a new bunch of characters.
One of the plot points that is explained at one point in the movie is that the criteria for picking people changes.
Mm-hmm.
It's so, as a result of that one sentence alone, it means that you're not hemmed in. You can never tell exactly what it is that you're dealing with.
We won't actually tell you what the criteria is for these guys, because I won't lie to you, when that all evolved,
exactly.
I was like, holy
you see, here's the thing.
Clever little bastards.
Saw got a little bit predictable in certain regards because you knew that everyone had done something.
Yeah.
You know, this was some form of vengeance in one way, shape, or form. With this, like I said, with that one line, the criteria had like
this is just testing survivability under
and that's
different.
That's just this game.
Yeah.
This game.
Well, no, all games are testing survivability. It's just
but the people that are chosen,
depending on what
Yeah,
category.
Like they could just decide, let's grab a bunch of golfers and throw them in. See how that goes.
Yeah, because they said it in the movie that they were like, oh, we tried it with all elite athletes, and we tried it with single moms, and we tried it with, you know, they just pick a random generic group and just see what's going on.
Which means that this film franchise literally could keep going. All they need to do is make sure that the puzzles remain good, make sure that the characters remain actually worth giving a fuck about, even if they're changed out. This has proven that you can do, like in the space of a movie, you can invest yourself in these characters, you know, regardless of whether or not it's...
Tell you what, I won't be doing an escape room.
Oh my God! I just thought of a film that they could do like 4 or 5 years down the line. I'm not going to tell you.
How have you jumped on 4 movies?
Because it would take that long to get the people together.
Oh, Survivor from each one. Okay. Which actually then reties back into the whole story of from movie 1. That's actually fucking ingenious.
Thank you!
Yeah. That's
Thank you.
It's actually super obvious, but it's
Sometimes the best things are.
Yeah, it's super obvious, but it's kind of the only way to go once you get to. Yeah.
And like I said, if you leave it for a few films, do completely different fucking things.
Yeah, but you need. I agree with you. You need to accumulate.
Yeah.
You'd need 4 movies, and then on the 5th one, there's a new edition plus the 4.
Or maybe.
But then it leads to the whole. Why did I keep doing these fucking escape rooms?
But you're told that during the film. Because it's fun.
Yeah, I know, but like, if it's one person from each of these.
Oh, you mean how?
Yeah.
You assume that they get a choice.
Yeah, but the opposite of unless. What you could do is you could have the 4 people from movies 1 to 4, and then the other guy is from an escape room that is not in the cinematic universe.
There are ways to do it. Like I said, this franchise has managed to give itself an open-ended ending, which can, like I said, go on for years just because of a few very clever pieces of dialogue put into the movie at just the right points. The parameters that get expanded upon mean that we can really look at some very entertaining puzzle survival-based horror movies, which hopefully will begin.
As this in the movie. Since the dawn of time, people have been locking loads of people in a box and watching them fucking go at it.
That's not exactly how you put it. But
I'm boiling it down to its simplest principles.
It was a pretty simple principle in the first place. Since the dawn of time, people have enjoyed watching others kick the fuck out of each other and kill each other.
Man trying to survive is man at its best.
Yes, actually. Certainly how we've come up with some of our best technological endeavours.
Oi.
War. What is it good for? Everything.
Absolutely nothing.
No, everything.
I thought you were doing the song.
No.
Oh.
No, because...
What is it good for?
Absolutely everything. We wouldn't have anything if not for warfare.
Oh, yeah.
Advancements in tech and medicine. And
oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure, you betcha.
You went Swedish there.
I did, because I thought you were.
It was German.
Difficult to tell with your cup. Echoey. Anyway,
can we blatantly a German haircut and beard?
Trailer for escape rooms?
You can do a trailer for escape rooms, yeah. Is that the end of the...
Well, you know,
I was so riveted by what you were saying.
Okay.
Pop.
Little boxes on the hillside. Little boxes made of ticky-tacky. Little boxes on the hillside. And they all look just the same.
You want to control your life, but life isn't a science experiment. You can't contain your world forever. Try doing one thing that scares you over break, okay?
Yeah. This serves as an entry voucher
for Minos escape rooms.
Be the first to escape our most immersive room yet.
And win $1 million.
So, when does the game start?
I think this is the escape room. We should look for clues.
What are we looking for here?
Anything that looks like a puzzle or a code. It looks like an oven dial.
That looks real.
It's kind of warming up in here.
Excuse me. I would like our hit now, please.
Well, that's creepy as hell.
Is it getting hotter?
How do we get out of here?
It's Fahrenheit 451. Got it!
Talk about immersive.
What's wrong with you? That was real!
Whoa. Dumb question. Are we outside? The sooner we get this figured out, the sooner we get the hell out of here. Who would do this?
Little boxes on the hillside. Little boxes made of ticky-tacky.
They're watching us. They know every move that we're making.
There's a big one.
They knew everything about us.
This is my hospital bed.
Me too. They made these rooms for us.
Have you ever seen things that weren't there before?
I am not imagining this.
Surviving is a choice.
I want out. You let me out of here now.
That's why they chose us.
And they all look just the same.
And we're back.
I don't think that's not at all. I think that just bounced in there.
It is not.
Fire.
So anyway, that's Escape Room. Still in cinemas at the moment. Make sure to go check it out because it's
bloody brilliant.
It's bloody brilliant.
It
to be
is,
honest.
once again, just a fun adrenaline ride that gets kicked off nice and fast paced and has you kind of going, oh, what's going to happen here? Oh, go! Whoa.
Yes, sir. Now it's as is customary, which ordinarily we do it in the middle of the show, but because of the subject matter we're covering tonight, we said we'd do it at the end of this show. Myself and Giz will be on American Horrors. I would imagine about 9 o'clock-ish, because now there's a show on at 8:30 instead of us.
Oh, okay.
We got bumped up. I keep forgetting about that.
Okay.
If I'm correct, it's the horror show is on at 8:30, done by Michael Piggle, which you should check out.
Cool.
So that's going to be on at 8:30 CST. Then we're going to be on after that, where we're going to be reviewing American Horror's own Hart D. Fisher's premiere movie, The Garbage Man, which is disturbingly on point.
A study of
Or on fleek,
psychopath.
as you so aptly put it.
I said it that way, thinking that I was taking the piss. I had no idea that's how you actually pronounce that. That terrified me when you were like, how do you know how to say that? What?
You've been watching too much YouTubes.
I don't watch YouTubes.
I don't know where you learned it. It's not from me. I don't say it.
It's like some adult. It's like, where does he learn this stuff? I don't know where he picked it up.
I actually have no idea.
Where he
I'm
picked
disgusted.
it up. Anyway, back to this.
So we're going to be covering Hart D. Fisher's The Garbage Man, which is, as you said, like a little micro study into the brain of a serial killer. We did a trailer as a homage to the mentalness that is Tom's brain from The Garbage Man. So we're going to show you that very quick, and then we're going to give you more deets on what's going on afterwards.
Coming this Sunday on the GoreCast.
Kill, rend, frag, destroy. That's it. Take the pain, run it down the spine. One hand in the air. Listen for the scream.
Why are you all sitting in dark rooms here? No, dude, it's fucking weird.
I like the dark. Besides, just sitting here reminiscing about scenes from The Garbage Man.
Oh, do you mean The Garbage Man, Hart D. Fisher's own movie? As in Hart D. Fisher, boss of American Horrors? That Garbage Man?
Yeah, that'd be the one.
The Garbage Man we're going to be reviewing this Sunday in American Horrors? That
Yes.
Garbage Man?
Yes.
8:30 p.m. CST, and whatever equates to around the rest of the world? That Garbage Man?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Dude, it's smoky as fucking here. How long have you been in here?
I like working in a nice hot box.
You can't say sh**. There we go, and we're back. So, so in about an hour or two, American Horrors. If you don't have it on Roku already, use channel code AMHOR to add American Horrors to your Roku listings. And if you don't have Roku at all, watch it on AmericanHorrors.com. That's right, www.AmericanHorrors.com. Hooah! Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I felt I had to contribute something there at some
It
point.
was I had a run,
Yeah.
you know. Did you give the boss a bad review? No. Are you asking, would we give the boss a bad review, or did we give the boss a bad review? We didn't give him a bad review because it's a very good movie. If it was a shit movie, we would
have said it.
We'd have said it. Yeah.
In as nice a way as possible.
Yeah. Look.
Creative criticism.
Here's the thing with myself and Giz. No matter how good or bad a movie is, we get that
it's a pain in the ass to actually make a movie.
And it costs a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of effort by a lot of people to even make a shit movie. And we will usually try and find the silver lining to any movie and try and accentuate the good points, as well as letting you know what some of the downfalls are if you go out and purchase or watch this movie. The Garbage Man is not one of those things. It's an impeccable piece of 90s exploitation relived. Or sorry, 90s exploitation relived in the 2000s.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to say it. It's like an absolute masterclass in grindhouse color grading as well. Because, you know, but he does run a grindhouse channel, so you would expect that.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But otherwise, it's a bloody good movie. Actually, it's also on after. So we're on tonight. Sorry, Michael Pickle's on at 8:30. We're on after that, which is, I think, about 9 o'clock. Then there's the two crazy boys that like to go around haunted houses in Mission Terror. Going around haunted houses and being crazy. And then there is the Garbage Man playing. So if anyone's around, watch it because it's fucking good. It's great. It's like a moving comic book of death.
Yeah.
With a cumulative ending that makes you go, what the fuck? Basically. There you go. That's the brief synopsis. But watch it. And watch us. Tell you why to watch it. Because you get it much more in depth. I feel like I just blew the episode out of the water. It's like, there's a brief synopsis. We should pretty much cover all the bases.
Watch our review of it. You'll find it's funny.
That's cool. Okay, anyway. That's us pretty much on the hour. Yeah. Or just over the hour, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Close. Give or take. Anyway, join us next week. Did we already have a plan for next week? Did something come up?
Not that I remember.
No. Join us next week. We're going to be talking about some other mad horror bollocks. We still have to do the Z Nation episode, actually. Might be Z Nation, depending on what the email says on Monday.
See how it goes.
Because we're coming into March, which means horror movies start rolling out again that aren't involving elves. You get a lot of Christmassy movies.
I know.
And then sometimes in the post-Christmas time, you still get some Christmassy movies. Occasionally. But normally around now is when the full normal flow of horror movies starts rolling back in.
Fair enough.
That's what I'm saying. Grand show. Thank you very much, Kurgan. We'll put it on the DVD case.
What is best in life? Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, to hear the lamentation of the women. He asked.
What do you say? GoreCast out?
Wow.
What?